And let me tell you why. When I was a young boy, I was in high school. My brother, my elder brother, Professor Kiama, is a vet doctor. He did veterinary medicine. But before, he had a lot of interest in...
For the sake of the viewers who don't know who Professor Kiama is, you can explain what he does.
So, Professor Githinji Gitahi is the outgoing Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi. He's a professor of human anatomy at the university. And when we were growing up, he is older than me by about 7 years. So I was always looking up to him. And he would do these very interesting things. He would come over and we would go out and excavate dogs that had died. And it was just a passion he had. Even when he was in high school, before he went to university. When we would excavate, and now because I'm his younger brother, we would go together.
You go with him?
Yeah, we would excavate the dogs.
Why would he do that?
He would clean up, and then he would get the bone structure. Because now the dogs had already rotten and everything. Get the bone structure, then we would put up wire or cable through the vertebral column, the column of the bones, all the way down, and he would hang it in his, you know what we used to call cubicle, in his cube. You know, the thingira, the small place where young men used to sleep. We used to sleep there with him. He would hang it in the room. And therefore, I grew up seeing that. So for me, when I came to anatomy, it was so interesting. It was actually very interesting for me. And actually, it was so good for me that when I finished the first year of anatomy, I had a distinction in anatomy. I did not have a distinction in biochemistry and physiology.
Anatomy was your best.
Anatomy. It was my best unit. In fact, I wanted to continue with it. I wanted to say, let me first stop my journey of medicine. I'll come back to it.
And pay more attention.
Let me first do a master's, pay some attention to anatomy, and then understand this thing deeper, because it was so interesting for me. But then that step of stepping out to continue with anatomy had started earlier, but was stopped in a year.
It was not allowed.
In that year, it was not allowed. That particular, it came back later. I don't know why. I don't remember why. And therefore, I just continued medicine. But that's how interesting anatomy was. I actually used to be, I started actually training other students in anatomy.